So going through the different streets, for example, on Simmons Way, we have the issue of the speed bumps not being high enough or wide enough, I think it is, whereby cars can simply speed over the bumps. You know, the idea of the speed bump is to actually slow down cars and protect children who are playing in the area. So it's a safety issue as well. So, for example, that's one of the issues on Simmons Way regarding speed bumps. And when you get to Williams Drive and Hawkins Drive in Windsor Park as well, we have the same issue of speeding, and we need
narrow road.
Yeah, it is a narrow road, and there are children who are playing. So we have the same issue with speeding on Williams Drive and Hawkins Drive and Andy Drive, where we need an additional speed bump. Of course, we know that to get those speed bumps, you have to have, I think it's over 70% of the signatures of the property owners or residents in the area. So that's something that we're working on. And
was that? Did they receive that? Because I did an FOI and I just gave up on it for Denham Thompson Way. Denham Thompson Way has some traffic mitigation implements there. We can call them speed bumps. They're pretty wide, so you actually have to slow down and go over them. And then Denham Thompson Way. Did they receive 70% of the people in that particular area?
I don't know if they received
I doubt it.
the signatures. What happens is you get a form from NRA. So, you know, we take that form and we go door to door and get the residents to sign. So I don't know the situation on Denham Thompson, which is where, I don't know that situation in Denham Thompson. But the way to find out is to confirm with NRA if they got the requisite number of signatures. When you go to other communities like, let's stay closer to Denham Thompson Way. When we cross prep school and Catholic school, we have a situation where there are no pedestrian crossings. I know this seems like, you know, elementary to you, but we have kids that are crossing the road during peak hours, and there is no pedestrian crossing with a light. So children have to actually wait and watch the line of cars that is turning into the school, and then the other line of cars that is overtaking that line of cars. You know,
I do it on a daily basis when I pick my son up from prep school.
So,
I see it and I witness the scary situation sometimes.
So you know, it's not something I'm making up. So
sir.
when we go further down past Catholic school and we take a left and go down towards
Catholic Way?
Yeah, and the road to Aspiration Drive and Fairbanks and going into Outpost, which leads to Academy Fields, we have kids that are always walking there. And one of the things I did was I wrote to NRA, and I was told that they would discuss the issues with the traffic management panel. And gladly we see some efforts being made along the Fairbanks Road now to try to assist with creating a safe space for those students to walk. But I hope that what's being put there is the sidewalk, and I hope that the consent of all of those owners along Fairbanks was obtained prior to clearing the land.
I just love how honestly, and she's a nice person and so forth, but I just thought it was so laughable that immediate area on Fairbanks, we spent money on both shoulders of the lane. I know it quite well because I got to traverse it literally every day. My son goes on Outpost Lane. He goes to Academy Sports Club, shameless plug, and is there at least 5 days out of the week. And I know it quite well. So from prep school, straight down that lane. And I just thought it was kind of laughable and funny because on both of those shoulders, there's been a space for a long period of time, maybe rough with marl and so forth, but just to pave it right up and then right up to Kenneth's mother's entrance and stop it there when it went down on the other side about another 100 feet or 50 feet. I just thought, this is just getting really ridiculous now because you could have went past all the way up to the new condos La Ville that is being built as well, because you just don't start traversing right in that immediate area. And I'm thinking to myself, I hope that they're going to put sidewalks, because how are you going to help people, in essence, talking about a waste of money. Honestly, that was the biggest cheese.
Well, that's one of the
More
things.
accountability.
That's one of the things that I had mentioned to NRA when I wrote them, and I also have a copy of that email on my Facebook page. So you'll see that the issues I raised along that area were having sufficient sidewalks, and also along that Fairbanks area, there's children who actually live in that area as well, who have to cross the road. So there actually no pedestrian crossings to help them cross the road either. So
what if they're going to do it cross Ivan's house as well too? Just kind of look at all those areas. It's so blatant to me of just the hypocrisy that the areas that needed the paving across all of those houses that have physical barriers, Mr. Lindsay, right adjacent to the road, have been left, but areas that were always out put and paved that kids and everybody was walking on the side of the road, off the road, was always walking on. I just simply don't understand why we had to spend the money if you did not do it correctly. And now it's flooding.